The little fireflies Twinkly trail in a quiet forest where moonlight filtered through tall trees and crickets chirped softly. There lived a tiny firefly named Spark. Spark was small, with delicate wings and a bright yellow glow that twinkled in her tail, and she loved flitting among the ferns, watching owls glide and stars wink above. But Spark had a big dream. She wanted to light up the forest with her twinkly trail to find new friends and share her glow. One starry evening, a gentle breeze named Whisper drifted by and said, "Hello, Spark. Why does your light flash so happily tonight?" Spark buzzed and replied, "I want to shine through the forest and make friends." Whisper swirled and said, "I'll carry you. Let's go." Spark's glow twinkled as Whisper lifted her to a mossy clearing where a little mouse named Squeak nibbled a seed, and Squeak squeaked, "Hi, Firefly. Why are you here?" Spark twinkled, "I'm glowing to find friends. Want to come?" Squeak hid her whiskers, saying, "I'm shy in the dark," but Spark smiled, "Scurry in my light. You're safe," and Squeak scampered beside her. Whisper carried them to a sparkly stream where a tiny frog named Hoppy splashed on a rock, and Hoppy croaked, "Hello, Spark. What's that glow?" Spark spun, "It's me. I'm finding friends. Join us." Hoppy blinked, saying, "I'm scared to hop far," but Spark winked, "Bounce in my sparkles. I'll guide you," and Hoppy hopped along. Next, Whisper blew them to a quiet meadow where a small beetle named Shiny crawled on a leaf, and Shiny clicked, "Hi, Spark. Why are you flashing?" Spark flickered, "I'm on a quest for friends. Come with us." Shiny tucked his legs, saying, "I'm slow and small," but Spark nodded, "Crawl in my glow. You're perfect," and Shiny scuttled beside Spark, Squeak, and Hoppy. Whisper whisked them to a grassy hill where a baby rabbit named Fluffy nibbled clover, and Fluffy said, "Hello, Spark. What's that twinkly light?" Spark buzzed, "It's me, a firefly. I'm making friends. Want to hop?" Fluffy hid her ears, saying, "I'm nervous at night," but Spark twinkled, "Hop in my trail. We're a team," and Fluffy bounced beside Spark, Squeak, Hoppy, and Shiny. Spark felt braver and said, "I want to light up the whole forest." Whisper whispered, "Fly high and glow." Spark soared up, her yellow light weaving a twinkling trail through the trees, and Squeak, Hoppy, Shiny, and Fluffy clapped, cheering, "Your trail is beautiful." Children camping in the forest saw Spark's light and gasped, and a girl named Mia pointed, shouting, "Look, a firefly with friends." The children asked, "Who's glowing?" And Spark zipped down, saying, "I'm Spark. I'm shining for friends. Want to see?" The children nodded, asking, "Can we follow your light?" Spark twinkled, "Yes. Walk in my sparkles." Mia and her friends followed, giggling as Squeak scurried, Hoppy hopped, Shiny crawled, and Fluffy bounced, and Mia said, "You're so brave, Spark." Spark's glow shone brighter as the stars twinkled high, and Whisper said, "Spark, it's time to rest." Spark looked at the clearing, stream, meadow, hill, and forest, saying, "I glowed so far and made so many friends." Whisper hugged her softly, saying, "You're a tiny star." Spark turned to her friends, asking, "Will you visit my light?" And Squeak, Hoppy, Shiny, and Fluffy nodded, cheering, "Yes." Mia waved, saying, "We'll find you, Spark." Whisper guided Spark back to her favorite fern, and her friends followed to say goodbye. Spark settled gently, feeling proud, saying, "I lit up the forest." Squeak squeaked, "You made us brave." Hoppy croaked, "And happy." Shiny clicked, "And shiny." Fluffy hopped, "And safe." Spark's heart felt full as she said, "You're all my sparkles." That night, Spark rested, her light pulsing softly, dreaming of twinkles, and the next day, Squeak, Hoppy, shiny, fluffy, and the children visited, dancing in her glow. The forest sparkled with laughter, and Spark's yellow light shone, knowing her twinkly trail had made everyone smile.